We got a lot to cover, ladies and gentlemen. I hope y'all like this. I do this for y'all because I know if I do it for myself, it ain't gonna be enough. All right. You do 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 do. All right. Every game, every era, every fan. You are listening to Squad Sportcast. Four brothers, one mic, all sports. All right. We got to start the show with a historic moment out here, ladies and gentlemen, because Crash Crown is not changing hands tonight. Mr. Jordan, you have officially done it. You joined the ranks of Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, and all of those people on the 93 and the 96 Bulls to officially get that three-peat and receive the Crash King title. You are the Triple Crown, triple threat, three-peat champion. As always, you have the next 30 seconds to take the floor and give us your congratulations speech.
I just want to thank free agency for doing what it does. And based off what we have to cover, it might be running it back. So let's get it.
Hey, like they say, winning once is impressive. Winning twice proves it wasn't luck. But 3 times in a row, Jordan, you might be starting your own dynasty out here. And we ain't talking dynasty football.
But thank God.
Y'all already know, if you like what you hear out here, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that share button. We are on the road to 100 subscribers. We hit the big 4-0, 40 subs. Thank you to all of our subs. We appreciate y'all out here. Definitely like to get a shout out to Mr. Theo. He is rejoining us tonight. He had an excellent showcasing about his Carolina Panthers last go around, and about the Hornets as well. So we want to welcome him back. He wasn't wilding like our last guest was. So thank you again, and let's hope we have some fun.
Yes, sir.
All right. With that being said, let's get into it. 2 nights ago, on our last podcast, right as we were closing the doors, closing the curtains, turning the lights off, and just about getting ready to go to bed, there was one NBA game that stood above the rest. It was just a short game. However, when we got to it, the game was much longer than it needed to be. That's right. I'm talking about that Miami versus Washington Wizards game, in which Bam Adebayo scored 83 points, surpassing Kobe Bryant to become the second all time in a single game, only trailing behind Wilt's 100-point game. So what makes it even crazier is before that game, his career high is 41 points. He's known as a defensive player and a playmaking center, not really a scoring machine, which makes this kind of explosion almost unbelievable. There's been plenty of doubters. There's been an NBA investigation going on. There's a lot of people that discount it, saying that because of his free throws and how the game actually transpired late in the fourth quarter, that it doesn't really count. I joined those people. I'm just letting y'all know I'm one of those critics. So here's the question. Y'all can kind of phrase y'all answers however y'all want to. If a team clearly pushes a player to chase a scoring record, does that performance belong in the same conversation as Wilt and Kobe, or does it come with an asterisk behind it? Mr. Triple Crown, I will give you the floor to start us off first.
I mean, there's a defense out there that has to stop it, right? Why isn't the defense stopping them? Why are the Wizards so sorry? Why have they lost their magic touch? I'm trying to figure that out. There's 5 people on the court. They couldn't perform a trick to stop him. I guess that was their final act, right? I don't know. The Wizards, y'all ought to be ashamed of yourselves. Y'all let a dude who's a two-way post scorer, a hybrid post at that, get 83 on y'all, and y'all didn't do nothing to stop it. Y'all didn't hack him. Y'all didn't give him an injury. Y'all didn't give him anything. So y'all just said, okay, we'll let you go. I'll let you get the screen. I'll let you do this. I'll let you do that. Yeah, that's all y'all did. Don't get mad at the Heat for being sportsmen. Don't get mad at the Heat for being team players. They just did whatever they needed to do to help their teammate win. I mean, they saw that he was getting a record or getting close to a record, and they helped him achieve it. Plus, based off of recent memory, this may be the last time some people see a score like this in their life. I mean, what was it, 20 years ago, Kobe scored 80, 81? Now Bam scored 83. I thought it was going to be Luka, or I thought it was going to be Dame. I still think Luka's going to be the next one to get to 100, but that's just me. I just think that the Wizards suck. And they're the reasons that Bam got 83. Don't blame the extra fouling. Don't blame the unsportsmanship. Everybody's like, oh, you disgrace Kobe. No, Kobe would be proud. They'd be like, the defense got to do something, right? So that's where I'm at. Good job, Bam. I hope Asia Wilson did what she needed to do for you. Congrats. Yes, I did. Yes, I said that.
I guess I'm next. So first, R.I.P. Bean, Kobe Bean Bryant. But let's come from this perspective. Does anybody remember anybody on that Raptors team that Kobe scored 81 on?
Jalen Rose
Jalen Rose.
That's it. That's it. But they
and
were
the coach, Sam
cheating.
Mitchell.
But that Raptors team Kobe scored 81 on was not good either. So if the
Oh,
team
yeah, Chris
is
Bosh.
not good,
Chris Bosh.
was he on that team? I thought he was
Yes.
hurt.
Yes, he
Oh,
was.
Yes, he was.
well, either way. So you can name me two players on that team out of 15 players. That team was trash and they deserved to get 81 points put on them. Just like this Wizards team is trash and deserved to get 83 from one player put on their head. Now, everybody gonna say what they want. It's fraudulent, da 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 da. It take it take a lot of effort to score 50 in the NBA, let alone 80. So anybody that score over 60 points, they get my salute. So I ain't gonna be one of the haters and be like, oh, it's fraudulent. It is what it is. He scored 83. It's 83. It's on the books. Nobody stopped him for get 83. It is what it is. I really don't care that much because the Heat gonna go home in the first or second round anyway, if they make the playoffs. Are they gonna even make the playoffs?
It looks like they're going to make the playoffs, possibly play in, but it is
Yeah,
what it is.
they ain't gonna be. This 83 is gonna be. It is what it is. But I mean, if they make the play in, they it is what it is. It's not much happened in Miami. They're not gonna win a championship, so it is what it is.
All
Hmm.
right. Well, I did y'all like this last time. I appreciate all y'all comments and stuff like that. Y'all was doing y'all thing. But I come from both the real and the legit. So here's the legit part. Number one, Miami played without Nikola Jovic, Khalil Ware, Norman Powell, and Tyler Hero. All four were out with injuries. So looking at the rest of the roster that was built to play, I don't think you can name a person up here. From the starters to the bench. Maybe Davion Mitchell. I mean, like, only true Heat fans would know who are these people up here. So with that being said, I'm not shocked it actually happened. First of all, because we all agree Washington is some bums. Classy bums, but they some bums. Like, I went to my job and I told the Wizard fans that's over there, like, their team is complete buns. Dog water. They belong in the
They're still
shadow
Wizards.
realm.
Wow.
Write their name down in the death note because they not doing nothing this year. They not hosting no Lombardi. Shout out to Chisel the Donis. They not hosting no Lombardi, no NBA trophy, no. Stanley Cup, no. None of that. They not hosting that. They not putting no banners up in that thing no time soon. Also, now the other part of it is because as a fan, when you look at the box score for Bam, 43 43 free throws is a bit excessive. Like, there's a difference between, hey, we needed those 83 points versus, you can just have it. And looking at the fact of, number one, the Heat were always up on the Wizards. There wasn't no back and forth. Like, keep in mind, if we look at Kobe's game, they were actually ahead in halftime. And I'm talking about the Raptors. The Raptors were ahead. Kobe only had 26 going in a half.
You have to consider who Kobe had on his squad.
Look. I ain't say Kobe had no great squad. Kobe had that team. Kobe
Kwame Brown, Smush Parker.
wheelchaired them to a playoff berth. He wheelchaired them there. Because if I'm correct, ain't that the year that he hurt his ankle and was out the rest of the season? And they had barely made the playoffs and then got that they got the first round sweep.
No, wait, was that 06? The only time they had a sweep was 2013 against the Spurs. That was the only sweep I remember Kobe having.
I think that was the one.
But Kobe didn't play because he tore his ACL that year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he was injured that year, though.
Yeah, he almost willed that team to a 6th or 5th seed, but the ACL just really killed all their momentum. But
they went to the Western Conference round. That's what they went to.
That 06 team was some burns, though.
There was still some runs.
Kobe was the only person that was the savior there. I mean, what more could you expect?
Well, keep in mind, it's Bynum's rookie season. Kwame Brown was there. Golly. Yeah, Brian Cook, Devine George, Devin Green, Jim Jackson, Lamar Odom, Smush Parker, Sasha Vujacic, and Luke Walton, who's the current head coach right now. You said what?
Lamar Odom was a baller, though.
He was a baller, but he was the only one. And this is pre-Paul Gasol.
BC is before, yeah.
The Lakers won 40 games that year, though. And it was a 4 seed.
Yeah, they was a 4 seed, and they got to the conference finals. But that, again, that's number one, not too far removed from Shaq being traded away. And then number two, also, that was if I'm correct, that was the year he had to deal with that alleged rape case. If I'm correct.
There was a 7 seed. There was a 7 seed, but they still won 45 games.
But still.
2004.
That was 04? Mm. Oh, okay. So still, like, you had Kobe trying to do what he can to get the Lakers back to contention, and that team was dog water. If you compare the teams now, I don't know. Like, the Heat team might actually have them. Yeah, they're 37-29 right now. Yeah, they might have them if they do good. So we'll see what happens. They're currently up in the half against the Bucks. But again, like, when you talk about like impact and how the game was, it just looked like at the end of the game, Washington was like, hey, just pass the ball off to Bam. We'll foul him. Like, we don't play no defense. It's just like Jordan said, we don't play no defense. Like, we're not putting 3 men on them. I don't care. Like, at this point, if I'm the Wizards, I'm putting everybody on Bam. Everybody else can score. I don't care. I'm not about to be the team to let you say I got 8,300. I don't care if the final score was 275 to 122. Guess who's not scoring another point? Bam.
Bam.
Bam not scoring another point on me. That's why. So again, as the Washington Wizards gave it up, and that's why that game was under investigation right now.
And
Because
remember this.
there's no way you sit as a professional NBA team and allow something like that to happen. You don't allow it. Now, if you put 2 and 3 people on him and he just happens to score through you, it's different. Like the Raptors, when Kobe played the Raptors, we may not know the whole team that played them, but at the end of the day, because I just seen the reel on this and they covered that game, they made a lot of adjustments to at least try to get Kobe off his game. And it just couldn't do it.
Nope.
So if you're at the end of the day, if you're making the adjustments, trying to make sure he don't score and he still scores, that's one thing. But for y'all to just continuously foul, knowing they're gonna give the ball to the guy, and he is a decent free throw shooter. Like, I don't agree with that.
Here's the thing.
40 free throws, that means
here's the thing. People will get mad at that, but they'll be like, the Thunder didn't do what they should have done, which is take a dive when LeBron got the all-time scoring leader crown at home. They said they had no problem with the Thunder doing that. They had no problem with them stealing that Thunder. I'm just thinking, like, why are they didn't criticize them for that, but yet they would not criticize the Wizards. If you get what I mean, like I just let Bam have his time. 83 points is still 83 points. Somebody's got to put the ball in the basket.
Listen, at the end of the day, I'm with 83 is going to be 83. But if we talk about the most dominant games ever, because when you talk about point score, you talk about dominant scores ever. I don't consider that dominant. And matter of fact, we got Lady Skips in the comment section. She's actually commenting on it. First and foremost, she did congratulate you, Jordan, on that triple crown. She said the 83 was fraudulent to her, that they forced it. 40 plus free throws with them purposely fouling so he could get the 83 is trash. She has no respect for it or him, and she's glad that the internet didn't welcome it with open arms. So just like to get Lady Skips her shout out there.
Yeah, but give her a shout out, but still 83 points is 83 points. I don't care.
it's
I don't
still
care who
on
it
the
is.
bottom.
If it was SGA, they probably would have had a different opinion. If it was Ant, they probably would have had a different opinion.
I don't think so. Here's a hot take. There's not a single NBA player today, in the past, or in the future. If you told me that they were close to breaking Kobe Bryant's record, and the reason why they got it is because they, in total, had 43 free throws, that is very alarming. And especially considering it was a blowout game, they never trailed, and they weren't coming back. I'm sorry. I can't.
All right, so he got to the line 21 times, 43 free throws. I mean, there's 21 trips to the line.
Also, the game is a lot different from 20 years ago. A lot of the gameplay was more so front court rather than perimeter game. You had a lot of teams going for that mid-range. The three-pointer was just getting very, very popular thanks to teams like Phoenix and Dallas. But the three-pointer wasn't that popular. There wasn't a lot of open court, like 5 out and everybody get theirs. There were a lot of plays that were made, a lot of plays that were created. Now everybody just gets theirs. If you one-on-one and you the best, you're gonna get yours. And that's pretty much what happened. And Bam said tonight it was my turn. Plus, look who was on the squad. Everybody was out taking PTO. They were like Kawhi Leonard taking PTO. I mean, you can't blame him. They
were not taking PTO. They were on medical leave. That is different. They were on medical leave. They were not on PTO.
PTO, MTO, VTO, whatever. It's all the same. They're not on the court. That's the main thing. He had no choice but to. I'm surprised he didn't go for 100. He could have
Hey,
gone for
look,
100 if he really wanted to.
it is what it is. All I'm saying is all 80 plus games aren't equal. That's all I'm saying. I always stick it with that. We're gonna leave it like it is.
Oh no, it can't be compared to Kobe because Kobe was the perimeter scorer, and he'll never be the scorer that Kobe was. Like there's very few players in any generation that's gonna be Kobe. And I wasn't even a Kobe fan like that, but I respected his greatness.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you respect the greatness of it. It's just like I said. At the end of the day, he is the second highest. It is the second highest point total in a game, in a single game. It only trails Wilt's 100-point game. So technically, this score is the the highest modern era scoring in a single game. But it just comes with questions. That's all it is. It comes with questions.
Grandma's out there playing 2K.
Just like LeBron's 2020 championship will always have that asterisk. According to people, I don't have an asterisk on it. It was a real championship, by
Wow,
the
them
way.
boys had to go be isolated from their family and in the most
No, no, no,
conditions.
no, Frank. I know. But others are always going to say it has an asterisk. That's why I said
True.
those naysayers can do that. I'm letting the naysayers know that this 83 was a real 83. That championship was a real championship. Let him have his time.
Like I said, I'm gonna give him the congratulations. Just in the idea of comparing them,
With a little side
it's
eye.
different.
You gonna congratulate him with a little side eye. We got you, Frank.
Yeah. It's congratulations with a side eye. Like I'm with that. I'm with that. It's congratulations with a side eye. Like let him.
The
First of all,
bombastic side eye.
the first thing is he gets to now take over in his household because before this game, I think Asia Wilson had a better career high than him by like 1 point. So I think she had like 42 or something like that. So still, I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, first of
He said,
all,
hold my
shout
beer.
out. But look, look, my wife had something to say about it as well. She was like, look, he finally took over. He was like, I'm going to show you who can wear the basketball shorts in this household. Shout outs to my wifey. All right. Look, you already know. If
They
you
both
know,
the
you
same
know,
height,
wifey.
though. That's crazy.
Hey, look,
You
my
better
wife
get
don't
your
even
brother
follow
points at home.
basketball. But we are going to go ahead and move on. We got some more craziness in the NFL. And we are going to give Jordan the opportunity to get that 4P, that albatross out here. So,
Big brother crash out.
Big Brother Crash Out. You know what? That's what we're going to call you for the rest of the episode. Big Brother Crash Out. We're going to go with that one out here. For those that's Greek, if you know, you know. So, NFL free agency madness. This period has been ruled by complete and utter chaos. Max Crosby's trade getting rejected. Of course, we're seeing deals after Max Crosby getting traded off. Trey Henderson coming over to the Ravens. You also have a lot of teams across the league loading up with aggressive signings and trades. Daniel Jones gets 2 years of $88 million, average of 44. Jordan don't look like that because I told you in the chat earlier, if Dak gets 60, Daniel Jones deserve at least 40.
Has
The
Daniel Jones
Titans,
ever won a playoff game?
yes, he did. We went over this.
One.
Oh,
He
I'm
got
like,
one
I'm no,
win.
I wasn't asking that being facetious. I was just trying to make sure he won a playoff game. Because if I'm going to do the unthinkable, give Dak Prescott credit for winning a playoff game, 88 million, dog. I mean, I know
Listen,
Dak got 60 mil per year, but that's a different story. But I'm like, Daniel Jones, 88 million.
yeah, you got to remember the man had a winning record before he got injured.
He got on one of the most fortunate runs in NFL history. I mean, considering the fact that his O line was good, his running back had a small resurgence, his receivers were good. I don't know why the hell they gave away Michael Pittman, but that's a whole nother story.
Because they
Their
paid
their
Alec
their
Pierce.
defense, their defense was
They paid Alec Pierce. That's why.
But why did they give up a receiver? And
Bruh, Pittman was always. Let me get through the script real quick.
Okay.
Tennessee Titans are swinging for Solomon Thomas to strengthen their defensive front. And just not too long ago, the news has broke through. Kyler Murray, the 5 foot even quarterback, he may not be 5 foot even, but Kyler Murray is going to be signing with the Minnesota Vikings, giving Justin Jefferson a quarterback that can at least give him the ball. But here's the crazy part. The market still isn't empty. You still have big names such as Aaron Rodgers, Stephon Diggs, Kirk Cousins, Tyreek Hill, still out there waiting for their next landing spot, if they get it.
Stephon Diggs got a lot going on right now. I'm not sure if he has time for football.
Look, listen. That man need to keep playing football. If Cardi B pregnant with that man's son, that man need to keep playing football.
She already had the baby.
Then he need to keep playing. He need to keep playing as long as he can. Trust me.
Offset the father by default, but that's another. I'm not even gonna go there.
Listen, the question is simple. Which team is one move away from completely changing the NFL power structure, and which teams are absolutely wilding with these free agency signings?
Who's gonna go first? Because
yeah, I'm about to say, Big Brother crash out.
Who's gonna go first? Because we were talking about this in our brother chat. We were talking about how they think the Raiders on paper look so good in free agency, but I've seen so many teams on paper look good, but there's this thing with organizations like it looks good on paper, but it's got to be made through some things. You know what I mean? You gotta do something like that. But nonetheless, Raiders, you're still not that good. Y'all got all these signings. Y'all still not that good. Y'all got Fernando Mendoza. I hope y'all pick him, because I promise you, if y'all don't pick him, I'm gonna really crash out for real if y'all don't pick him. Y'all did all this work to not pick Fernando Mendoza. That's gonna be one of those crash outs for SquadSportsCast. Y'all ain't gonna like. Because I'm almost apt to say, besides my Eagles with the Tariq Woolen pick, I'm anxious to say that it looks good for them, but I still need to see the team actually play. I need to see it how it looks in Madden. I need to see how it looks for a preseason game, because I'm telling you, I had to look over it over the last couple of days, because everybody's been at my neck saying, "Nah, the Raiders are looking real good. They spent the money. They had the cap space. They did all this, that, and the third." I'm like, I don't see it. I mean, I just don't see it. But I'm looking at them again, and I'm like, they may have really hit the jackpot. No pun intended, because they in Vegas, but they may have really hit the jackpot with their free agency moves. And they got Max Crosby back. The craziest part that they got Max Crosby after all of that mess off of the Ravens. They got some explaining to do too. I know we're probably gonna talk about that sometime later this evening. But the fact they got Max Crosby back and he's rejuvenated and he's ready to wreak havoc on the AFC West. They're still not going to win the division, but they're ready to wreak havoc on the AFC West. I'm going to do something. I'm going to concede and give the Raiders the nod as the team that did the best. You heard it first. This is a first for me. I concede.
Well, I mean, again, like I said this last episode, that the Raiders were one of the top teams in free agency. If you could give a grade right then and there, I gave the Raiders the top grade in free agency. They signed they signed a center. They signed the Kobe Dean. They sent Geno Smith out and got trade capital from him. You signed two quarterbacks, Eric Stokes, Teron Johnson. You signed two defensive ends, Kwity Paye, and you re-signed Malcolm Kuntz. You signed Jalen Naylor, a wide receiver who was proven to do good stuff from Minnesota. You signed Quay Walker at linebacker. Like, I get you're saying you need to see how they mesh together, but they're getting proven people to help make the offense simpler for when Mendoza gets good. If you really want a hot take, here's a hot take for you. The Raiders need to go ahead and just sign Kirk Cousins. Because at this point, you would have somebody who's proven themselves at least at winning games. Not winning the big ones, but at least at winning the games. He could teach you a few things. He has that veteran presence. He probably
I
doesn't
don't
need to
hate that.
start. You said what?
I don't hate that take.
Kirk
Like,
Cousins is Mr. 9 to 5. He'll bring his pail, he'll get the job done, and he'll go home. He won't do anything amazing, but he'll get it done the coolest way possible, the most average way possible, like a 9 to 5. That's who Kirk Cousins is.
listen. Here's your hot take.
I like
Because
that.
at the end of the day, y'all didn't need to even get Tom Brady to come on y'all team to tell y'all this. What y'all need to do, go ahead, get Kirk Cousins. Get him on a 1-year prove-it deal. You don't even need a 1 year because he's automatically paid for by the Falcons. Get this man Kirk Cousins. Go get Tyreek Hill.
He ain't playing for
At this
free.
point, he's already paid for the most part. You just got to restructure his contract. He's still under
Kirk's still gonna
contract
get
by the
money out of
Dolphins.
them. There's one thing. If Kirk's not good at 9 to 5, he's good at getting money out of teams. I don't know who is his agent. I don't know if he's a salesperson on his off days, but he gets money out of teams like I've never seen
Listen,
before. If he
listen.
somehow gets a $50 or $60 million contract out the Raiders, I'm gonna laugh my ass off.
No, he's still under contract from the Falcons. They already paid this man. He's free. The Falcons already paid him. It's free. That money free is
Yeah, he's getting a
guaranteed to
bad
him.
minimum.
That's why I said let him play like the first 3 games for Oakland and then slide Mendoza in. Because at that point, you've given him the opportunity to learn under a veteran, to learn how these defenses are going to be. Plus, he's going to have the preseason to play and understand certain things. Kirk Cousins is going to be easy to catch the play calling because the play calling should be simple for a rookie to come in and just do the same thing. So at the end of the day, that's why I said the Raiders are at the top right now. Now, if we want to talk about the Ravens, this is where we got to get things real because at this point, it's go bad news go. So first and foremost, to the Baltimore Ravens and to my dear beloved wife, if you should ever catch this reel, I need you to understand it ain't nothing personal. This just squad business right here.
You ready to sleep in the room in the front tonight, man?
It is what it is. It's
Okay.
about time we get Nightmare
Okay.
out. To the Baltimore Ravens, I don't know how you thought that wasn't going to alert everybody as a shady deal. It's already bad enough that you snubbed my Eagles and got a free a free draft pick off of us for Jair Alexander when you knew he was primed to take a break. And you sent him off to us thinking he was going to be good when you knew he was going through mental things. Which, by the way, we do wish the best for you, Jair Alexander. Whenever you come back to football, you can retire right now. It doesn't matter. I just hope you get the help that you need. But outside of that, for the Baltimore Ravens to do this not only once, but twice, and then you come back claiming he didn't pass a physical, the brother is injured. He's coming off of an ACL. Is it ACL injury? He's coming off an ACL injury.
Yeah, it's bad enough that they Trey Hendrickson and Max Crosby were in the same building at the time the deal happened. They were in the building at the same time. Imagine you find out that you go into a team he had all that social media there. I think I may have said this on the last live. He had all that social media there. He had the video, the 20-minute soliloquy talking about, oh, I can't wait to be a Raven. All of a sudden, now you gotta take that back because the Ravens did him dirty. Like, I don't know. This is going to prevent teams from doing any more business with the Ravens. This also might expedite Lamar Jackson getting out of that team too, because I don't think he'll want that on his reputation. The franchise, not the franchise, the front office is giving him a bad deal because he's not. They're not providing him with all the places, all the pieces that he needs in order to be a great team. Like you let go of Max Crosby off of a physical. He could heal. You know, y'all a second part of the season team anyway. Give him the chance to heal and let him wreak havoc after game 7. From game 7 on. But y'all wanted to get it back. I mean, y'all got y'all 2 first rounders back. Okay, big whoop. We don't know what those 2 first rounders are going to be. But you get Max Crosby. And the injury was a torn meniscus in his left knee.
Oh, meniscus ain't, I won't say they ain't nothing, but I got a torn meniscus now, and I've had it for years. So that's not something too major. Like I'd have been,
How bad is it?
I don't know how bad a torn meniscus is for an NFL player, but shoot, I tore my meniscus in the 8th grade, and I've played all kind of sports since then.
Listen, like I said, I think ESPN covered it best, but like I said, at the end of the day, I need like I want to try and do my greatest Stephen A. crash out at this moment. Hopefully, this doesn't get me the title. But when it
Man,
comes to the Baltimore Ravens, I need you to understand one thing and one thing only. That it didn't matter who you was going to pick with them 2 first-round picks. You're not going to get Max Crosby from the 2 first-round picks. It's not going to make a difference. It's not going to make a difference at all. And that's going to be my bottom line because Stone Cold say so.
let me interject real quick because I know we switched to the Ravens, but I didn't give my take on who I believe had one of the best free agencies in the NFL. Now, this is going to be a little bit of a hometown answer, but I don't care. Them Carolina Panthers, at least top 5 in free agency this year. Well, Jalen Phillips,
Y'all
thank you,
stole
Eagles.
Jalen Phillips from us.
I appreciate. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Devin Lloyd in the middle as the middle backer. Those pieces, and plus, we got Isaiah Simmons back, and then a couple other free agents. I believe we've had a top 5 free agency, and I'm proud of my Panthers. Keep pounding.
I mean, like I said, when we look at, you have a lot that's going on with Carolina, which I'm fine with you being excited for. Um, Kenny Pickett, you get a former Super Bowl winning quarterback. Jalen
He don't move
Phillips,
the needle for me.
you say he don't move the needle? He don't need to move the
Not,
needle. It still
and
don't
Bryce
matter.
Young that we trust.
Hey, we're not saying that we're doing it for competition. It just helps that he has more veteran presence in there. Like he gives you like the things to do. Like, hey, in these situations, what do I need to do? So it helps.
You
Uh,
say Kenny Pickett gives you veteran presence. Did y'all just say that?
I did say that. Kenny
It
Pickett is
wasn't
gonna give you
y'all.
veteran presence.
See now I'm about to leave because y'all not gonna
Oh, okay,
give
okay.
y'all not
Hold
gonna
on,
See,
give Kenny
now
Pickett
see, you see,
that
you
hold
saying
veteran
on,
y'all,
presence,
don't say
man.
y'all,
hold
don't
on,
say y'all, bro.
hold
Bro,
on. Because this man done forgot. This man done forgot who talking to him right now. I gotta remind him. Oh my goodness, it's so heavy. Oh gosh.
triple threat. Three P. I'm going. Yeah, I gotta go for number 4. Like Kenny Pickett, dog.
I said
Kenny
what I
Pickett.
said. I'm sorry. You feel like you got somebody that's matter of fact, let's do it like this. Matter of fact, how many players do you think are better than Kenny Pickett? How many
Um,
quarterbacks do you think you can name that are better than Kenny Pickett?
how much time we got?
We got a little time.
I mean,
But we
are we
we
talking
consider that
starters or are we talking backups?
starters. Starters.
Because I mean, Kenny Pickett's not going to start anywhere. He might start playing a video game, but he ain't going to start on the
Oh
field.
my goodness.
You play Madden, but he ain't playing on the damn field. Not as a starter. I mean, you got C.J. Stroud. I pick C.J. Stroud. I pick Aaron Rodgers. I pick Jordan Love, Caleb Williams, um, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson. There's a bunch of quarterbacks. Tua, yeah, Tua.
No.
Michael Penix, yes.
No,
Baker Mayfield.
absolutely not. I'm not about to let you do this. You already know I need that defense on them two. I need that defense.
What defense on who?
Tua and Michael Penix. We're not about to do this, sir. I need the defense on that.
I would rather have behind a very good line Tua and MPJ over Pickett because Pickett's not going to lose the game for you, but he sure as hell ain't going to win the game for you. I mean, he was the beneficiary of our O line, our running backs, and our defense doing the thing when he played the Cowboys in 2024. So he was the beneficiary of that. So all he had to do was just not turn the ball over. But as far as being able to manage the game, play the game the right way, Tua and PJ, yes, I'll do that. I mean, I'm not gonna say Justin Fields over him. I'm not gonna say all that. I'm not gonna go too off crazy. Nah, I mean, I'm still gonna win the crash out, but nonetheless. Yeah, Kirk Cousins. You said Patrick Mahomes, even Justin Herbert. I'll put Justin Herbert over Kenny Pickett, even though I don't
I
trust
think Justin
Herbert
Fields
and
is
I don't
more
trust
talented.
who.
I think Justin Fields is more talented than Penix. He might not play better, but when it just comes to as a talent, Justin Fields is a better talent.
But there are so many players better than Kenny Pickett. Like we're not gonna give him that much.
Joe Flacco, Dylan Gabriel, Shadur Sanders.
We're
Dylan
not gonna
Gabriel,
go.
no.
Dylan Gabriel, no way,
Dylan Gabriel,
no
no.
way,
I'm
no way,
joking. I'm
no way.
joking. Nah,
Gabriel Davis, better receiver, yeah, but Kenny, no. Dylan Gabriel,
nah.
no.
I just said
You
that
do
because
know.
they kept Dylan over and
First
they
off,
traded.
Dylan Gabriel short and left handed. That's a bad combination. Like if
First of
you
all,
tall and left handed, that's something different. But short, under 6 feet, no.
I need
He
you to
essentially
understand. And
light skinned Tua.
this is
Who was
why
six
I say
one?
that Kenny Pickett is better. Number one, Tua had more talent on that Dolphins team than Kenny Pickett had with the Steelers.
His O line was
And
garbage.
I'm sorry,
Tua's O line was garbage.
it don't matter. Kenny Pickett's line was garbage.
Tua looked like he was in the studio with the booth with the headphones on every single time he's out on the field. He was getting tackled. He was getting sacked. He was like this.
I need you to understand.
That's what he looked like every single time he got hit.
I
That
need you
was the
to understand.
problem. They couldn't protect him.
No, you're not about to do this. First of all, they had a much better team in Miami than they had in Pittsburgh. You know this, and I know this as well.
No.
So you're saying defense, I give it to the Steelers. The Steelers have a much better defense than Miami ever did. But however, when you talk about his receiving core, Tua, and a matter of fact, I could do it based off the 2 years, 22 and 23. Now, keep in mind, Tua played for the Dolphins, and they were 8-5. Then went 11-6, and then he fell off a tank from there. He fell off a cliff, a tank, a house, wherever you wanted to say the man fell off from. He fell off from. Kenny Pickett had to deal with going 7-5 and 7-6 with the Pittsburgh Steelers not having a true number one because you had the original NBA crash out in George Pickens, who Mike Tomlin couldn't keep under wraps. Then you had him again, and he was out most of the year. So I'm not about to hear this mess about Tua is better than him. And then let's not forget Michael Penix. Michael Penix has Bijan Robinson and Drake London
That's
As
the
a wide
that's the
receiver
offensive
and a running.
coordinator's fault. That is all the OC. That's not the quarterback. The quarterback
No,
does what the OC and the coach tells them to do.
you have to execute. And this is why this is why they talk about Jalen Hurts bad as well. Because as bad as offensive play calling was, you have to execute. You have to execute. You gotta
But
make
he's
the
doing
throw.
only what the OC and the coach tell him to do. Like, I mean, it's not like they're gonna let him do super audibles all the time.
Bro, I've seen Kenny Pickett slide in places Tua would have kept running and got his ass laid out on the floor.
I'm not gonna sit here and say that Kenny Pickett is better than Tua.
I'm
Absolutely
standing on it.
not.
I'm standing on it. I'm standing on it. Like I said,
Whoever's watching, whoever sees this on the replay, put this in the comments. Who you think is better, Kenny Pickett or Tua? I would love to see who you think is better.
like I said, has Kenny Pickett ever had a Tyreek Hill? Kenny Pickett ever had a
No.
Jalen Waddle? Did
But he's
Kenny
had an
Pickett ever
AJ
have?
Brown.
I'm sorry.
Yes, he's had an AJ Brown.
He had an AJ. That's in Philly. Keep in mind his record was 4-1. He should have been 5-0. That record was 4-1. So again,
He was the beneficiary of a good team.
When Kenny Pickett has had the team, he has elevated to that height. Again, we don't know that for Tua because why? Number one, he don't know how to slide. Number two, he don't know how to take a tackle. And number three, he's throwing too many ducks out there. He's throwing hospital passes to his best receiver, who is outrunning his passes. So again, I'm sorry. Maybe, and again, I'm not saying that he's the absolute must starter because let's be fair, our third string, now our second string quarterback is much better than Kenny Pickett. That's what it is. I said what I said. But you know what? I'm so glad we got to comparing teams because this is a nice little segue into our next topic. So I have three teams. So each of us are going to take three teams. The teams are as follows: the Texans, the Cardinals, and the Vikings. So, fellas, I will let y'all choose the first two, and I'll take the remainder.
So what is the concept? What are we choosing?
Just take the team. I'm not going to give you the concept. Take a team based off those three. Big brother crash out. You got the number one pick.
Vikings.
So, Jordan, you get the Vikings. Theo, you got the Cardinals and the Texans. You taking who?
Houston.
You take
I'll
Houston?
take Houston.
All right, cool. Let me make sure I get I'm going to adjust it real quick. Let me make sure I adjust this. So I got the Cardinals. All right. Based off of that, we are going to draft an all-time team using that squad.
So we're only using players from that squad to create an all-timer?
Not active. They don't have to be active. So it's all time. So if they've ever played in that in that team, they are eligible. They have had to have played at least one game. You have quarterback, running back, two wide receivers, a tight end, a defensive lineman, and a cornerback.
Wait, you said okay, so we got a QB, we got the running, we got the two receivers. You said tight end.
Mm-hmm.
Who else you said we got?
Defensive lineman and one cornerback.
Oh, let me go first.
Ooh, okay, hold on.
By all means, if you want to go ahead.
All right. So for Houston, give me Steve Air McNair.
For
Give
QB?
me Eddie George. Yeah. Give me Stephen Air QB. Give me Eddie George at running back. Give me DeAndre Hopkins and Tank Dell at receiver. Give me Will Anderson Jr. at defensive lineman and Stingley as my cornerback. Need a tight end. Hold on. I gotta look up the tight end. And
I'm not gonna lie, that's a fire lineup right there. I have maybe one or two adjustments, but I'm not complaining too much.
who was they tight end during when they had this during the Super Bowl?
Okay, we got something going on here. Okay. Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Give me Delaney. I'll take Delaney Walker.
All right.
Oh, never mind, never mind. I'll take the current tight end. I'll take Dawes. Give me Scrappy Dawes. Sure.
Dawn Schultz. All right.
Yeah.
Let me know when you're ready for mine.
I'm ready for you, Jordan.
All right. So Minnesota Vikings. We're looking at quarterbacks and all that. Okay, so we're gonna do this guy for the corner. Okay, so for quarterback, I'm picking Randall Cunningham as my quarterback. My running back,
You said Randall Cunningham?
yes,
Interesting.
tall, can run, oversee everybody, and has a cannon for an arm. And plus, he was a bird as well. Um, Running back, the obvious one, all playing Adrian Peterson.
Okay, just had to make sure. Just had to make sure because there is
There
a
was
right
nobody
answer.
else. You thought I was gonna pick somebody else over Adrian Peterson? You
I just
bugging?
gotta make sure, Jordan.
Come
I just
on,
gotta
man.
make sure. Just gotta make
I
sure.
know my picks are outside the box, but I ain't stupid.
I just gotta make
let's,
sure.
let's not do that.
I
And,
ain't said that. I just said I had to make sure. As you
and
said,
if,
heard me say, there is
and
a
if I'm
right answer for that one.
if I'm picking AP for the receiver, you know who I'm picking for. I mean, for the running back, you know I'm picking for the receiver. Straight cash, Randy Gene Moss. And it's not bad for Jettis to be the two. Tight ends. There were a couple of good tight ends, but the ones I saw, Kyle Rudolph. I'll go with Kyle Rudolph over Hawkinson.
You a little wild. You a little wild for that one, but all right, I'm gonna let you live.
For my DE line, Jared Allen. And corner, I need a shutdown corner from the ones I remember, Xavier Rhodes.
Not bad.
All right, y'all over here, y'all making me think out here. All right, let me see here who I can pick.
I was going to pick Dante Culpepper, but Dante Culpepper can't run that fast. He could throw, but he can't run. That was my only knock on him.
Nah, Randall was a good pick, bro.
All right, this is what I'm gonna go with. This is what I'm gonna go with. I think I'm gonna finalize my list right here. This is what I'm gonna go with. I just need to confirm one more person. I know I got you, and then I just need to confirm my wide receiver real quick.
Hold on, let me do this.
I got most of them. All right, here we go.
You said yours for the Texans. Who were yours for the Texans?
It was Steve McNair, Eddie George.
Hold on, I'm doing one by one. Quarterback. Oh yeah, McNair. You said your running back was
Eddie George.
Eddie George.
Yeah. DeAndre Hopkins.
I already have it
Tammy
written
Bay.
down.
Oh, you got him?
Yeah, I got him.
Yeah.
All
You
right.
might want to put these in the comments and let the people decide like who's gonna be who. D Hop.
All right.
That D Hop stayed.
You gonna write them down? I mean, you can write them down. I can send them over to you.
Yeah, send them over to me.
All right, hang on.
But that DeAndre Hopkins one, I know looks like we're plotting chat, but we're figuring out who that team is.
So here's the thing. I got for a quarterback, I had a tough choice because I could have picked Carson Palmer out here, but I decided to go with the slightly better quarterback and Kurt Warner. So give me Kurt Warner at quarterback. For running back, again, I had two good choices. I could have went with Edgerrin James, and I know some people gonna kill me in the comments for not saying this, but give me David Johnson. I think his prime was a little bit better than Edgerrin James, so give me David Johnson. A healthy David Johnson,
he was nice.
Is problems. That Cardinals team.
I'm surprised you ain't going in it.
I didn't think. I did. I should have went, but
I'm surprised you didn't say
Emmitt.
Did Emmitt Smith play for the Cardinals?
Yeah, he played at the Cardinals at the end of his career. I was surprised. That's what I said. I'm surprised they didn't go Emmitt Smith.
But I guess based off of their time on the franchise, Emmitt Smith was probably on the tail end, so.
I don't know how it could work. I still like David Johnson a little better.
Yeah, David Johnson was that guy. Wait, no. Didn't Mostert play for the Cardinals too?
No, he played for the 49ers.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
He played 49ers. And then he played for the Dolphins too. But yeah, wide receiver 1. Y'all already know him. There's only one right answer for number 1. Larry Legend. There's only one right answer. For a wide receiver 2, I'm going to a throwback with Anquan Bolden.
Okay, yeah. Those have been my two
For
picks.
tight end.
Ooh, Anquan Bolden. That's a name I heard in a minute.
Exactly. For a tight end, give me Trey McBride. For a defensive lineman, give me Josh Sweat.
Okay, no sweat.
And then for cornerback, give me Patrick Peterson.
Okay.
Yeah, I was about to say
you already know Patrick Peterson was coming up.
That's only no.
Okay,
that's the only corner
that team could give you a run for your money. I mean, with Kurt Warner, I mean, he's gonna throw.
Because Kurt Warner is gonna throw, and David Johnson is going to weaken that line. Now, Emmitt Smith could do the same thing. I think I'm not comparing, but I think David Johnson would have been a little bit more physical if he had the health that Emmitt Smith had.
Yeah, David Johnson was more consistent.
He was built in the lab. The boy was like 6'3", 230.
He's one of those running backs that you appreciate over time because a lot of running backs are either like those cowbells or they're too small. The in-betweeners, the tweeners are the best ones because they stay in NFL longer than most. Because the cowbells, they get used there to their 6th or 7th season, and they can't play anymore because of some injury. The small ones, they get overlooked. They're usually used for kick returns. So like people like David Johnson, Frank Gore, who else? Like Mostert becoming one of those that's staying in the NFL for a long period of time. So yeah, Johnson was a good pick.
Hey, look, I like Johnson. I had to make sure I gotta represent for those Cardinals out there because it's not like they've had trash team. Like they've been completely garbage this whole time. Like they've had squads. It's just they never had to capitalize on it. And that 2008 Cardinals team, that was dangerous. They wasn't supposed to be there. The Eagles were supposed to be there, but they let the Cardinals come back. And let's be fair.
The Eagles were the 6th spot in that year, if I'm not mistaken.
No.
Yes, they were the 6th seed. The Eagles were the 6th seed.
Cardinals were the 6th seed, I believe.
No, Cardinals had the home field for that game. I think they were either 4 or 3, but the Eagles.
Oh yeah, that's right.
The Eagles almost pulled the upset of all upsets for that year. If it would have been a battle of the Pennsylvania teams for the Super Bowl, that would have been something.
It would have been. But those are the teams. We're going to give it to y'all in the comment section. Let me see if I can actually post it in here.
Dude, the 14 and 15 Cardinals weren't bad neither.
They weren't, but they got blown out by Carolina. And Carolina wasn't a one. Well, they were kind of a one-trick pony.
They were a one-trick pony.
They kind of. I'll say that because Cam Newton was and it still is that dude. Their defense was not anything to sleep on either. I mean, Josh Norman at that time, that was his best year as a shutdown corner. They still had Luke Kuechly, who Luke Kuechly has a bit of a, shall I say, uh I wouldn't even say a Derrick Rose's career because Luke Kuechly was great all his time in the league. Um, boom. This is kind of a crazy comparison, so forgive me. You remember in the NBA, Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf, one of the best
Yeah.
shooters to ever play. Whenever he was on the court, shot that thing real good. I'm talking about the basketball. Luke Kuechly, every single time he was on that football field, one of the best readers to ever be on the field as a linebacker. Gave them nightmares.
Nah, Ray Lewis.
No, I'm not saying he was the best. I say he was one of the best.
Oh,
Ray,
okay.
Ray
I'm about
Lewis.
to say.
Ray Lewis is on a plane of his own.
Nah, him and
I,
Ed
wa-
Reed
I would
working
give
together.
I watched some of those Baltimore Ravens defenses on tape, and they were scary. That 2000 was it 2000 2001? No, well, it was
Yeah.
2001.
Yeah.
The
What?
the
I feel
way
like
they
Ray
did
was more talented as a linebacker, but Luke, because he watched so much film, I feel like he was more cerebral. Like he was kind of paying them the linebackers.
So here's a question for the both of you. Then, do you think NFL players that watch film are better based off of fundamentals, or do they just got it? Because
no,
like
they're
in basketball, there's those they're ballers and then they're players.
no, you're better because of fundamentals. Like Ray Lewis actually said this himself. He said the way that he was able to get it, like he had to get inside the mind of Peyton Manning. And for those that don't know, Peyton Manning was able to read defenses on the field and make the adjustments on the field based on what he saw. He even read like how they were disguising blitzes. He was still able to read that. So even with that, he was still able to make it. So it was a play off of a play off of a play. So Ray would show something. Like Ray in that defense would show something. Peyton Manning would read it, say, okay, this is what you're showing. This is what I'm going to show in coverage to disguise what I'm really doing. Ray says, I know you ran this earlier, so I'm going to make this adjustment in the middle of everything. And Ray was actually able to get an interception from Peyton Manning because he was able to show those to show one thing and then execute something else. So the reason why I say watching film is different because of the fundamentals, because when they show you stuff, like play calling doesn't change up too much. Like if you see one play, like how some plays are, when they play like certain sets, like you see what's the set I want to call out right now? When they were running the triple option on the right side and the single receiver on the left side, if you see that, then you see the motion. Knowing I've seen this in film before, they already know 75% of the time where that play is going to end up. That's why it looks like a lot of times that defenders are just right there at the right time. It's because they're watching film from other games where they used that play before and they were able to make the adjustment and be in the correct spot at the correct time. And it counters everything that they're trying to do. That's why I say when it was to the issue of the Eagles were running the same plays time and time again, and teams were able to make that adjustment because they're watching film. They're not just sitting here just like, oh, well, they doing this, that, and the third. No, they're watching film. They know, okay, AJ Brown just moved from the slot. He moved outside. He's running the goal route. We can run a two shell high. We can run a cover two, defend the flat. defend the go route. We're good to go there. Devontae Smith also just ran inside to the flat. Devontae Smith's going to try to come inside and run a little rub route with Dallas Goedert on the other side. All we just got to make sure to do is make sure our players are watching for each other. We're going to call this alert. Like, that's what watching film will do. Now, to the real football players, if the real football players are watching, I need y'all to understand, I just watch. I dab in a little bit of player inside the plays. I don't know the whole thing. So please, real football players, don't grill me in the comments. But again, it just makes a difference watching film because I've seen you do this before. I know this is how it's going to operate.
And plus, certain play callers have certain tendencies. They might run, let's say, like seams out of like a 2x2, two wide receivers to each side, and then they might come and run the same seam concept out of a 3x1 in the same game just to try to trick you.
Yep. So this is why watching film is like one of the most important things out here. Plus, I watch a lot of like football talk. So they talk about when they give you like the iPads and stuff like that, how you're supposed to, and the teams are actually monitoring how much time you're actually on that iPad. And if you don't have double digits up there, they're gonna know. They're gonna grill
Kyler
you.
Murray.
Well, he's with Minnesota now, so hopefully it changes.
No, I only say that because
Kamani McClay.
I only say that because he's one of my favorite quarterbacks, and I can't stand him at times because he could be the best quarterback in the NFL if he really wanted to, but he plays around too much. And it's kind of funny because he also plays Call of Duty. Like I say, he plays way too much. Like if he really just focuses and dials in, he has the speed to separate himself from the defenders, from corners, from linemen, and he could throw the ball on a string. Like he can do everything the best quarterbacks do, but it's just I don't know. Sometimes he just doesn't seem like his head is in the game.
He got to put.
Go ahead, man.
The talent with he got to put the steady talent. He's talented all get out, but like they used to tell us, what's the key to my mind in the fret? Yep, you gotta put that time instead. Just like when you was learning a poem when you was on the wall. Like if you didn't learn that poem and you had to spit it that night, you was gonna look a little crazy if you ain't put that time in with your Bible to learn that poem when you was on the wall. So he gotta marry the two together. And once he do it, I mean he already made Pro Bowls. He might be MVP candidate if he ever married the two.
Yep. And about the Call of Duty, they launched the Call of Duty on November 14th, 2025. So I don't think they are going to have a new one. They are speculating a new one dropping in 2026. So this might be Kyler Murray's MVP season this year. You know, I'm just saying, this might be his MVP season.
Whole time, I know quarterback. I think this is a hot take. I think Dak Prescott might have an MVP season. He broke up with his fiance. Yeah, he's about to go full demon mode in NFL. I'm if that happens, I was afraid that this would happen when I first saw them. I almost said the Cowboys might win the Super Bowl. I'm like, I'm not even gonna go that far. I'm not gonna go with that blasphemous.
Nah, don't go
I
with
was about to
that.
say, let him get out the first round of the playoffs first, brother.
Yeah, I'm like, when you have a breakup of that magnitude, there's only one way you could go up, and
I ain't seen them add a lot to that defense, so that defense is still gonna be suspect.
Yeah, I mean, he got Rashawn Gary. They got him on a sweet low deal, but I'm not sure if that's going to be enough.
He okay. Like I like what they did in the interior last year, or the defense, or that defensive line last year. I did like those two moves they made to bolster up the interior. But if they not going that back end, don't nothing happen on that back end, it's gonna be bombs away, bombs over Baghdad.
Yep. Yeah, it sure is. Well, we got one more topic, hopefully, for now. Um, every league has their superstar that dominates the headlines, commercials, and social media. But not everyone believes the hypes that match the results. Speaking of, you have players like Dak Prescott, James Harden, Josh Allen, and Joel Embiid constantly sparking this conversation among fans. So let's ask this question. Which superstar is the most overrated in sports right now?
I'm gonna
Okay.
say it's between Josh Allen and Dak Prescott.
If Mike was here, he would love that Josh Allen. Um,
Golly, I wish
oh
Mike was
man,
here for this one.
he said most overrated. Oh, this is tough.
Joel,
Um,
what? Joel will be a third for me.
who? Joel? Who?
Embiid.
Oh, Joel. Let me. Okay.
Hold on. Because he makes a good point. Matter of fact, let's not do most overrated. Yo, Mount Rushmore of the most overrated superstars in today's era.
Oh man,
Yeah, Mount
Matter of
Rushmore.
fact,
I
all
can't put the
time.
whole Dallas Cowboys team on that Mount
No,
Rushmore.
you can't. It's four. No, no,
uh,
no, no, no. No, 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 no. Go to
You are
timeout,
no
George.
fun.
No,
You are
no,
no
no,
fun,
no.
man.
No, no, no. Mount
Agreed.
Rushmore, all time, top four greatest
All
disappointments
time.
in sports. Overrated all time.
Um. Oh man, this is tough, ladies and gentlemen.
You know what? I'll make it easier.
No,
Just
no,
right now.
we can stick with that. We can stick with that four. But I'm thinking this is tough.
No, no, no. I'm saying timeline. Just right now. Past 10 years. Any sport, any sport, past 10 years, Mount Rushmore. Name it.
Kawhi
Okay.
Leonard, Josh Allen, Dak Prescott, Joel Embiid.
Golly,
Now,
he threw that one out there.
now I would normally say Kawhi Leonard, and I think Lady Skip would agree because of the PTO that he takes. But I'm not. I'm going to leave him off the list because when he actually plays, he is very lethal. Is one of the top 10 best players in the game. So I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be nice. And I'm gonna leave Kawhi Leonard alone for this episode only. Um, Next week is all war, but uh Josh Allen is definitely in that. He's definitely in that Mount Rushmore. Um, this one is going to be controversial. Disappointments, right?
No, no, no. Overrated.
Oh, overrated. Okay. Because if you said disappointments, I would have had somebody different. No, Josh Allen is there for one. As far as NBA players that are overrated, dang it. Oh, damn, Joel Embiid's gotta be up there then. Damn. I didn't want him to be up there, but he has to be up there. Because he continuously puts himself in positions where he he's overeating and he can't play on the court. Um,
Ooh.
Paul
Can I add
George.
honorable mention? Oh yeah,
Paul
I like
George.
that.
Paul George is number three. And
Who you had beforehand? I got Josh Allen. You said Kawhi is in there?
he put Kawhi in there. I'm putting Joel Embiid and Paul George in there. I need and one more person as far as overrated. Baker Mayfield.
I think I'm adding Zion Williamson.
Baker?
Overrated, yes. Overrated.
I'm gonna need you to slightly defend that, sir.
So I'm Baker Mayfield is slowly but surely falling into that Kirk Cousins tier of quarterbacks. Like he'll be average. He was supposed to be he's the number one overall pick. He's supposed to get the job done, but there have been time and time again where he hasn't delivered. And it's been a couple of seasons now at Tampa Bay. He's had the offensive repertoire around him, but hasn't gotten much done. I understand Cleveland was a bit of a misnomer. I mean, he had a bad franchise around him. He got sent to Tampa Bay on a one night, not Tampa Bay. He got sent to Carolina on a one night stand. He spent some time in LA. He had a fling in LA and did good for one game, but then he went sent to Tampa Bay. But still, it's just like what. And now Mike Evans is gone. It's really going to show how good he is. Emeka Egbuka is going to be his new one. So they still might be okay. If that's the case, we'll revisit it. But for right now, Baker Mayfield is in that category. I hate it, but for the sake of the conversation, he's there.
All right.
I got to hear yours.
Oh, I got some good ones here. Y'all might as well clutch y'all pearls, hang on tight. I'm about to sing y'all for a roller coaster. Let me get my fourth one down real quick because I got to think real good on this one before I call these people out. Overrated right now.
I'm waiting to hear some BS.
Hey, you know what I'm about to say. Yeah, actually, you don't know what I'm about to say. Let's see here.
While he take his time, I'm gonna put just right by honorable mention.
All right, hold on real quick because I missed your last person too. You had Kawhi, Josh Allen, Joel Embiid, and who else?
Kawhi, Josh, Dak.
Oh, Dak Prescott. All right, cool. Now, I agree with all y'all takes. I really do. I agree with it, except for that Baker Mayfield. You wilding on that. But I have the following for it. Kirk family member Cousins. Most overrated. Kirk family member Cousins. A lot of people don't know this, but when Kirk Cousins moved from Washington to Minnesota and he took over for Case Keenum, I said then Minnesota would never win a title under him because it was disrespectful to Case Keenum, who got them to an NFC championship, was not allowed to give them the opportunity to run it back. Like, it wasn't that he was inadequate. It was literally he ran into the Eagles, who had a game plan and executed it to perfection. So Kirk family member Cousins is number one. Number two, LeBron Magic Cart Flop James.
All right. That's my cue. That's my cue, yo.
I said
that is
what
my cue.
I said and I'm a Lakers fan. And I'm a Lakers fan.
It was nice.
I said what I said. You can walk away all you want. We can end the broadcast right now. I said what I said. The question is the most overrated star in sports right now. I said what I said. LeBron Magic Cart James.
I cannot believe he said overrated as LeBron.
He's overrated. LeBron Magic Cart Flop James.
Hold on. Okay, I'm back. He's in his 23rd season.
I don't care. You're still supposed to produce. Are you not a professional basketball player?
He is producing.
Producing what? A lot of first and second round exits? First and second round exits?
Do you see his stats?
First and second round exits?
Bruh, he's in his 23rd season. Be realistic, y'all. Y'all wildin'. What?
What does it translate to? One ring, right? One?
How many rings has Kawhi won since he's been in LA? 0. How many rings has Josh Allen won since he's been in Buffalo? 0. How many rings has Joel Embiid won? 0. Baker Mayfield, 0. Kirk Cousins, 0. So, and LeBron is better than all them. We ain't gonna do this, yo.
I'm sorry. He lost. He lost, bro.
We are not going to do this, dog.
Bro took a paycheck over restructuring a contract that actually matters so that we could get talent on it with the Lakers so that we could get a championship.
21-5-7 on 50% field goal percentage in his 23rd season, dog. That is not overrated.
If he wins a championship, I'll retract my statement. If he wins a championship, I will retract my statement.
He won in 2020.
If he wins a championship, I will retract my statement. Yes.
Y'all killing me.
As it stands,
y'all name it's small, but y'all killing me right now, bro.
As it stands, LeBron, Magic card flop, James.
Who was 3? All right, continue your list because I'm flabbergasted. Go ahead.
3 is Lamar Houdini Jackson. No.
Nope. I'm not doing this with y'all tonight.
Y'all not about to do this to me.
I'm not doing this with you tonight, bro.
You just went down a whole list talking about all these players ain't got no Super Bowl wins. They ain't got no championships. Tell me the championships Lamar got.
No,
I'll wait.
Bro.
Tell me the championships Lamar got.
His front office does him in every single year. What are we talking about?
He's giving his own self bad. So again, tell me
how
the Lamar played.
How the team was 1-6. What were they 1-5 without him?
I'm sorry. Which Super Bowl Lamar played in the last 10 years? I'll wait.
How you saw how bad his team was doing without him, and then when he got back into the league in the season, you saw how they turned it around and almost got to the playoffs. Bro, what are we talking about?
Oh, the playoffs. Oh, that's so cute. I didn't know getting to the playoffs get you banners. I didn't know getting you to the playoffs got you trophies and rings. Playoffs get you all that?
I don't know what's going on today. I don't know if it's the weather change just making everybody go crazy with sayings, but
playoffs?
Chat, help me out here. Something is wrong here. First he said LeBron, now Lamar Jackson. Next thing you know, he's gonna say somebody like Jalen Hurts, and that's why I'm leaving.
No. He would not be on the list. He's not on the list. Because he won a Super Bowl. And his Super Bowl performances have been stellar. So Jalen can't get on that list.
So who's gonna be a 4? Because this is wild.
Who is a 4? I gotta hear this.
Number 4, James the Lumberjack Harden. You already know my disdain for James Harden. He's not a first ballot Hall of Famer. He gonna make it to the Hall. He don't need to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. I'm still defending that over on Twitter. I mean, not on Twitter, on TikTok. I'm still defending that case.
What's going on tonight, man?
I'm sorry. Out of all the players I mentioned, how many of them got a ring? One of them, right? And it was only for 1 year, right? 1 year.
LeBron got more than one ring.
Ring.
I said in the last 10 years. In the last 10 years.
2.
Okay.
You know how hard it is to win a title?
2 rings.
How many teams
have won the man besides literally came back from 3-1 down with the NBA's best.
And this is the 10th
team
year
record.
This is the 10-year anniversary of season-wise.
Okay.
You ain't gonna
it just so happens to be within the 10 years.
On Bron's 10-year, bro.
It just so happens to be on the anniversary of his 10th year. It is what it is. I said what I said. What's his finals record? What's his finals record, y'all?
It's 4-6.
4-6, right? That's not GOAT level. That puts you in that
Do you consider the teams he's had to play? Does anybody look at the teams that he's had to play?
Give me the record of every NBA player who's made it to the finals 10 times, Let me hear what their records are. And don't give me no scrubs. Give me superstars that made it to the finals 10 times. Hell, I'll give you 5 because 10 is too much. I think only LeBron has been there 10
We
times.
I was
cannot do
like, Bill
this
Russell
because
is the only person
we
who can
cannot do this
even
because
be
this is
comparing
an
to.
unjust grading scale. I cannot believe this man put LeBron James as overrated.
Saying what I said.
Yeah, I'm a little shocked, Eddie.
Like I almost I haven't drank all week and I'm about to get a shot because this man said
Hey, pull it up, hold
LeBron
up.
James.
Hey, look, up to it, down to it. Forget all those that don't do it. I do it because I'm used to it. Drink.
Man,
Woo! That
Bruh.
was good.
I don't know what
That was the hottest take I ever heard.
I don't know
I
what
can't
type
get
of
down with
work day
the
you've
LeBron.
had, but it must have been that bad for you to say LeBron is overrated. Lamar
I
Jackson.
I can kind of see the Lamar, but that's still a reach when it
I'm sorry.
comes to
Super
overrated.
That
Bowls?
is a Mr. Fantastic stretch reach.
Super Bowl wins? Super Bowl games he played?
He's had to play Patrick Mahomes multiple times, dog. We had to play Josh Allen. Like you act as if he's the reason that his team didn't get there, and that the
I'm
front
sorry.
office they ain't do him dirty every single year by not
Did
providing
Patrick
him with the
Mahomes
proper
not
cast.
beat Patrick Mahomes beat Tom Brady to win his first Super Bowl? Did he not? Yes, he did.
No, he beat
I'm
San
saying in the
Francisco.
AFC Championship, he had to beat
Patrick
Tom Brady.
Mahomes beat San Francisco.
I'm saying he
Tom,
beat Tom Brady in the AFC Championship, right?
no, Patrick Mahomes did not beat Tom Brady. Patrick Mahomes, I think they beat Buffalo to get to the no, not Buffalo. That was the year after. I forgot who they had to beat to get to the Super Bowl, but I know they beat San Francisco in the Super Bowl. He lost to Tom Brady in Super Bowl 2021. He beat the no, Cincinnati beat them in 22. They beat Buffalo in 23. They beat Cincinnati in 24. They beat they beat Baltimore in 24. I don't think he beat Tom Brady in the postseason.
All right, so here's where it is.
So,
he
but
hasn't beat Tom.
you
He didn't
gotta
beat Tom.
you gotta defend that right, sir. Like we you ain't gonna just
Still,
throw Lamar Jackson in the dirt like that, man.
I'm sorry. Patrick Mahomes beat, I think he beat, I don't know who the Titans were. That was Ryan Tannehill, I believe.
The Titans. Oh yeah, Ryan Tannehill.
So he beat Ryan Tannehill in 19. He beat Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, and Josh Allen. I'm sorry. So again, Patrick Mahomes can do it. Matter of fact,
they were playing in the cold rain that game too. That was a terrible game.
Joe Burrow beat Patrick Mahomes. So I don't want to hear anything about Lamar Jackson had to face off against Patrick Mahomes. Oh, he had to do it. Joe Burrow beat him. And we all know Joe Burrow's offensive line is nothing but kindergartners and JV squad players.
And
so again,
you really gonna put Lamar Jackson up there? Hey, chat. Those who see this on YouTube, put it in the comments. Please tell me that you don't agree that Lamar Jackson is overrated. Please, because I don't know what to say right now. I'm at a loss for words. All I can say are
MVP means you carried your team. That is correct. Individual accomplishments, great. When it comes to the Super Bowl, because again, Lamar Jackson has had opportunities to win Super Bowls, and yet, he had opportunities to win games in the playoffs, and he contributed to some of the horrific losses that he's had. When he played against Buffalo, even though Mark Andrews dropped that ball for the 2-point conversion, again, it was Lamar Jackson that fumbled.
Mark Andrews
that led to, but still he fumbled, which led to Buffalo getting ahead in the first place. That's already a 14-point swing right there.
Your points, but they don't like
trying to tie it. But
The
Again,
man is
the
the most
other
talented quarterback in the NFL, and he overrated. That's
like
crazy to me.
this is
overrated.
ridiculous.
I'm
Like
sorry. For multiple MVPs, you gotta have a Super Bowl win behind it. You gotta have a Super Bowl. Matt Stafford just got his MVP, and he had his Super Bowl before then. I'm sorry.
That Rams
Matt,
team was loaded.
I'm not even gonna talk about
Aaron
Matt Stafford
Donald,
because
Defensive Player of
I
the
got issues
Year.
with him.
The Baltimore Ravens team was loaded that year. Both years he won MVP. He was loaded.
Not the one where they played in the AFC Championship against freaking Patrick Mahomes. Their receiving core was horrible. They had Zay Flowers and Rashad Bateman. They weren't no world beaters. Those receivers weren't world
Zay
beaters.
Flowers is a number one wide receiver, though, whether you like to believe it or not. He's a number one receiver. He's a rookie. He was a rookie in that game.
Zay Flowers, sunflowers, cauliflower. I don't care. He's not a number one receiver.
All right. Matter of fact, how many number one receivers would you put above Zay Flowers?
We have a couple. I mean, they don't have to be on the Ravens. It could be Jamar
Nah,
Chase.
number it.
We could
I'm
we could
saying
put
in general,
Jamar
in the
Chase. We could put T
NFL.
Higgins. We could put
Chase,
Jets.
Higgins,
We could put Tyreek
AJ
Hill when
Brown.
he's healthy. Jalen Waddle. Mike
Jalen
Evans.
Waddle? Hell no.
I said yes. I would put Jalen Waddle over Zay Flowers.
No.
Justin Jefferson,
Jefferson.
Yes.
Brandon Ayuk.
When he feels like playing. Yeah, Mike Evans. Let's see. JSN.
DJ Moore.
Yeah, Rashid Shaheed. Ted McMillan. Malik Neighbors. Shout out to the Giants. That's the only time I'm going to say his name, Marv. AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, CD Lamb, Pick. Scary Terry.
He old down.
Still
better than.
Who else? Who else? I know there's somebody else I'm forgetting. Wait, you said DJ Moore, Luther Burden.
No, absolutely not.
I'll take Lad McConkey.
Yes,
Lad
the kid
McConkey might actually be a good pick, though.
DK Metcalf.
Metcalf, I could give you.
We just need a couple. We need a
That was like 15 right there.
Nico Collins.
I give you Collins.
With the Jacoby Myers would be kind of on that same play. No, it's not. That's not good enough. Garrett Wilson, even in the Jets, Garrett Wilson, Stephon Diggs,
absolutely not.
Tayshaun Booth,
absolutely not.
Yes, Romeo
Diggs, yes. Bouye, no.
No, not AJ. No, Tayshaun Booty.
No.
Romeo Dubs.
No.
Romeo Dubs not better than Zay Flowers?
No. Romeo Dobbs not better than him.
Good Lord.
You put Zay Flowers on that Packers team, they actually might win a couple more games and might have made it to a Super Bowl by now.
Define couple.
Probably like 2 or 3 more games. Because here's the thing. They would have beat the Cowboys.
Oh, I've even got Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jameson Williams.
Those two I give you.
That was like 18 right there.
I'll put Jalen Nailor as the final nail in Zay Flowers' coffin.
No, absolutely not. You're reaching at this point. You're just reaching. Just love reaching.
This is what you're doing receivers. Right now. I'll put a phone. I will put a phone receiver over Zay Flowers as a receiver. I would. No. I'm not sold on him.
No,
I'm not sold.
You don't have to be sold on it. I said what I said at the end of the day. Y'all heard the list, y'all. The list is as follows. For me, Kirk family member Cousins, LeBron Magic Cart Flop James, Lamar Houdini Jackson, and James the Lumberjack Man Harden. For
Just crown me
joining
4 times, crash out. Because LeBron James, bro.
for
Nah,
Jordan,
bugging.
Josh Allen, Paul
Bugging on my
George,
dozen,
Joel
man.
Embiid, and Baker Mayfield. For Theo, Kawhi Leonard, Josh Allen, Joel Embiid, and Dak Prescott. Chat, at this point in time, I need y'all to help defend me on this. Who y'all find the most overrated star in sports right
He
now?
cannot be
We
defended,
need
bro.
this in the
Yeah, bro.
comments.
I
Throughout
don't even
all
look.
He
Twitter,
First of
cannot be
all,
defended.
Facebook, Snapchat, TikTok, throughout all of YouTube, Catfish, OnlyFans, I need to hear it. Who is the most overrated star in sports right now? I need to hear it. And with that, that is our whistle for the day, but the game never really ends. Thank you for spending time with us, sharing opinions, passion, and a love for sports that goes beyond the scoreboard. Skeet to the bros. Yo, bye.
Yoski.
If you like what you heard, subscribe, follow, and join the conversation. Until next time, stay competitive, stay curious, and keep loving the game. This